What's up, guys? It's Chad from Downtown Vapes. Just doing a quick tutorial on the IPV3Li. So right here we have this nice fancy box. Look at these cool little designs on the box. Really neat. IPV3 is in there nice and tight, which I like. So here's the IPV3Li. I like it because on the other IPv3s, it doesn't have a sliding door. The other IPv3s actually don't even have magnets, they just have screws, which can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Also, if you notice the firing button is a lot bigger. It's a lot more smooth, fits in your thumb really well, so you're not using the side of your thumb like I've noticed I've been using on the IPv3. So some great things about this. Right out of the box, it's 165 watts. The temp control does not work unless you update it, which we'll have another tutorial on how to update the IPv3 after this one. It's a great device. I have one right here, all stickered out by e-liquid by DTV. I have mine. It actually goes up to 200 watts. So if you want to come over here and check that out. So 200 watts. It's reading at 0.13. I'll show you guys how this heats up at 200 watts. So right here I got some Conviction Joyride. Nice little blood orange white chocolate espresso mix. Very tasty. So if you guys want to come a little closer and watch this thing heat up. As you can see, a lot of vapor production at 200 watts. I'll actually hit this at 200 watts for you guys to show you the vapor production. Let's get my top cap, which I lost over here. So, 200 watts. Wish me luck. It's a very warm vape at 200. It's not too bad. It's not like I was choking. Very flavorful.
So I own an IPV3 Li myself. Mine's pretty, I got some stickers on mine too. Probably my favorite part about it is the touch sensors actually work. I know that the regular first IPV3, the touch sensors didn't work. They actually fixed that. So I'll show you how to turn it on and how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and hold the fire button and the plus button down to turn it on. So touch on. And the touch sensor is right here, so you got to make sure the screen is actually on. That's actually a safety thing. So if it's in your pocket or something and your screen's not on and you touch the fire button, it's not going to work. So, and so to turn it off, I'm just going to go ahead and hold the fire button and then the minus button, and touch is off.
So, like I was saying, fresh out of the box, the IPV3Li is 165 watts. Temp control doesn't really work without the update, so make sure you update it as soon as you get the box if you want to use the temp control mode. I've noticed fresh out of the box when I first bought mine, I was wondering what the heck happened to it, why isn't the temp control work? So yeah, just upgrade it and it'll work for you. I'm actually going to show you guys how to switch over to the setting. So there's power mode. You're going to click it 5 times and then scroll through the menu options. You're going to use this button right here. So I'm just going to click it once. Click it, that's power mode. which would be wattage. You can either exit or go back through the system. So you want to go to the power mode. You want to switch it down to joules, which is your temp control. You can either choose between Fahrenheit or Celsius. It maxes out at 572 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you can actually choose between nickel or titanium. So let's just do nickel, exit, down or up to turn it off, and then you're back at the screen. So with nickel, it only goes up to 50 joules. With titanium, it'll actually go up to 100 joules. So I'll show you that real quick. Joules, Fahrenheit, temp, switch to titanium, and then we'll watch it skyrocket. So there you go. Titanium, 100 joules, 572 degrees Fahrenheit. But I do not have temp control coil on me. So we'll switch it back to wattage. And I'm so happy I'm on wattage. No temperature control. Alright, so turns out I do have my tank for temp control. So this is an Arctic, one of the original ones. I actually drilled it out so there's a little more airflow. I love airflow. Gives it a little more vapor. And as you can see down here at Downtown Vapes, we have the coils for the Arctic. So it's easy. 180 watts. I'll switch it over to temp control in 2 seconds. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, take this atomizer off. Alright. So temp control, this is how you set it up. So I'm throwing the tank on there right now. Sitting on there nice and flush. I'm going to press the button 5 times. So go over to power, switch to joule mode, Fahrenheit. So this box actually will tell you the temperature you want to be at. So it says 212 to 572. So I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit because you don't really need it that high. We'll go like 545. I'm gonna switch over to nickel because this is a nickel coil. Go to off, and then set your joules to whatever you want. So this is an Arctic. The original Arctic coils were at 0.2. I'm gonna go to about 47 joules right now. So next thing you want to do is set your resistance. So to set your resistance, you hold both positive and negative down. Both your plus and minus. Hold that down. Should set it. So you want it to be nice and cool. So it's running at 0.244. So you can see. And then you're set. Once you're set, regulate it however you want. And you can do something like that. I can literally go through this whole tank in about 30 seconds just with temp control. I'll never burn out the coil, never get like a dry hit. Most it'll do is it'll start gurgling because it's just so much liquid going in and out of the coil that it'll actually start gurgling a little bit, but not too bad. Works really well. I've noticed myself, temp control works best on a tank. Right now I'm going to turn it up all the way to 50 joules. I'm going to change the temperature to 572, the max. So, turn it all the way up, nickel, off, still gonna be at 0.24. Great vapor production. And there's temp control. IPV3 Li temp. Works great.
Yep. I love it. Another cool feature, it's still got its 5 memory settings for, you know, easy access.
Let me see your clouds.
So, I've got some Clapton coils in here. They're reading at 0.19. I've got
Can we see them?
I've got it at 98 watts.
Take your cap off.
And
What's going on, man?
those are my coils.
Ooh.
Ooh. So 98 watts, and I am vaping the Downside by Schwartz, a blueberry Greek yogurt. It's delicious. I wouldn't give up my IPV3Li for anything. The only thing that I could say bad about it is if you're hitting it on 200 watts and your battery is like 3/4 full, it's going to tell you to check the battery and you can't hit it. It's the only bad thing. Other than that, I love it. I'd eat it.